Christian Bale, an actor of transformation, an artist who pushes his body and mind to the limits for every role. And in 2005, he accepted the challenge of becoming something more than a man. He became
I'm Batman.
Batman. Christopher Nolan's Batman. Begins changed everything. Before this film, Batman was seen as just another superhero, but Bale gave him depth. He showed us a Bruce Wayne who was broken by tragedy, shaped by pain, and reborn with purpose. In the shadows of Gotham, Bale's Batman was not just a hero. He was a symbol of fear for criminals, and a symbol of hope for the innocent. But his journey had only begun. In 2008, The Dark Knight arrived. It was more than a movie. It was a cultural phenomenon. Bale's Batman faced his greatest test, the Joker, played by Heath Ledger. This was not just good versus evil. It was order versus chaos. A hero pushed to his limits, forced to question his morals, his mission, and his identity. And in the end, Batman made the ultimate sacrifice. He took the blame for crimes he did not commit. He chose to become a villain in the eyes of the world so that Gotham could believe in hope. Because Batman understood, it is not about recognition, it is about doing what is right. Then in 2012 came the conclusion. The Dark Knight rises. An older, broken Bruce Wayne, a Gotham on the edge of destruction, and an enemy, Bane, who was stronger than him. We watched as Bale's Batman was defeated, crushed, and exiled in darkness. But we also watched him rise. Rise from pain, rise from fear, rise to save his city one last time. And in that moment, Christian Bale gave us not just a superhero, but a legend. His Batman was different. He was human. He could bleed. He could fall. He could lose. But he always stood up again. That is why Christian Bale's Batman is remembered as one of the greatest portrayals in film history. He showed us that a true hero is not defined by powers, but by will. Not by perfection, but by resilience. Not by never falling, but by always rising. Today, when people think of Batman, they think of the dark voice, the black suit, and the man who gave everything for his city. They think of Christian Bale. His trilogy is more than a story of a superhero. It is the story of a man who turned his pain into strength, his fear into courage, and his sacrifice into legend. Christian Bale's Batman taught us that anyone can be a hero. Even a man who puts on a mask to protect others. Even someone who refuses to give up no matter the cost. And that is why Christian Bale will always be remembered as the Dark Knight.